ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by congratulating the entire Amazon team for creating this wonderful facility here in Hyderabad. We all know that since its inception, Amazon has been bringing out lots of innovations in the logistics space, and some of the stories that we heard now from Mobin and from Ankit, they are really they go on to prove this point on how strong ideas which have this transformative character can really create a win-win situation for the partners, for the Amazon, for the customers, and ensure very efficient and strong last mile delivery. So would like to congratulate Amazon for bringing these innovations also. I was not aware that I have space is such a popular concept, and you have 20,000 plus such partners throughout the country. And I'm very happy that people like Mobin have participated, have joined hands with Amazon. And I just learned from Prakash that they tend to get about 10 to 15,000 rupees of additional income by working just 2 to 3 hours every day. That too in the morning hours when they have spare time. But all the same, I'm delighted that Amazon has truly become a market leader in the e-commerce space. And as we all know, one of the key differentiators for amongst all the e-commerce players is the turnaround of every order, how quick you are able to deliver. So these kind of efficient logistics features, for instance, all of you know this, that they have their largest fulfillment center in the entire country. In fact, they tell us that this is the largest in the entire Asia, located in Hyderabad. There are 3 fulfillment centers, and now you already had 2 sorting centers, and now with this delivery center here in Gachibowli, and I was told that you have plans to develop one more in another geography in the city. So eventually when you will have 2 delivery centers, the promise that companies like Amazon make about quick deliveries, about ensuring that you are able to deliver practically the same day or at the most the next day, that will really come true. I was also very impressed to learn that today you have developed the capability to deliver to every pin code in this country, every postcode in this country, which again is a great achievement, because looking at the size of our country and the remoteness of certain parts of our country, the ability to find logistics solutions so that every pin code of this country can be covered also is a great thing. Because I was reading somewhere that typically on these e-commerce platforms, we would expect that large number of people who live in cities like Hyderabad or Bombay or Bangalore or else Pune, Delhi, these kind of people will be placing the biggest number of orders. But the article mentioned that that is not true. The largest number of orders come from places like Indore or Gwalior or Imphal and Guwahati and these kind of places. So it's not that top metro cities which place orders. I mean, they also place orders, but the larger number of orders come from these smaller towns and urban centers, which also shows that aspirations of our country, young India, which has huge amounts of disposable income at their command, all that is rising, also shows the way the economy is flourishing and doing well. But while the aspirations may be there, if you are not able to deliver or meet those aspirations, then obviously you create a gap. So here in this case, we see that Amazon has been able to create all these amazing logistics solutions, and they have been able to today reach out to each and every postcode, reach out to every pin code in this country. The fact that Amazon and other similar e-commerce companies are investing big time in the logistics space in Telangana, in Hyderabad, also shows to the rest of the country the centrality and the locational advantage that Hyderabad enjoys, and how it can really become a logistics hub for the entire country. And more and more such endorsements, more and more such investments by large e-commerce players confirm this belief that we have in ourselves, that today Hyderabad offers the best value proposition in terms of logistics. We are confident that as time goes by, the logistics infrastructure backed by strong technology, because I was delighted when you mentioned that while hardware is important to have these kind of centers, etc., but the technology which supports these kind of centers is also needs to be very robust and needs to be very strong. I completely agree with this point, and hopefully in days to come, Telangana will become a place where, apart from the logistics, the locational advantage of logistics, the technology which supports efficient logistics operations, that also will be generated here, developed here. Lots of startups will start entering into this space of logistics. The big companies who are already into logistics will also perhaps invest in improving technologies and coming up with new solutions, new products, etc. So once again, my congratulations to everyone who is involved in development of the latest delivery center, which, as Prakash said, is the biggest in Telangana. But he also told me that this is not the biggest in the country. This is 20,000 square feet. The biggest in the country is 30,000 square feet. So we still need to maybe the second one that you are planning for Hyderabad, because we can't accept anything from Amazon in Hyderabad which is not the best in the country. So while this is great, but the second one which will come, we'll expect that to break the existing record of 30,000 SFT. Congratulations once again, and thanks very much for having me here.